the previous video, a lot of important things were covered. Especially, we saw that for a device, steady flow device, which is working in a reversible way, and which has only one inlet and one outlet. For that, we saw that the work done for such a device. So, W rev was given by minus m dot integral uh, inlet to exit VdP. This was the work done by the steady flow device as the fluid flows inside the device from the inlet to outlet. Okay. And this is, of course, we are talking about a reversibly working device. By the way, please keep in mind that it does not, so even if there is heat transfer, this is still valid. Okay. The only thing is that the device has to work reversibly. So, the heat transfer has to happen reversibly. In other words, there cannot be any internal entropy generation within the control volume or within the device that we are talking about. So, let us apply this and try to calculate the work done or work output that we can get from a turbine and the work input that we need to give to a compressor when the working fluid is an ideal gas. Let us just an example, as an example let us see. So, example 1 is ideal gas and a reversible gas turbine, ideal gas plus reversible gas turbine. Okay. So, we know that for an ideal gas PV is equal to RT, where R is the specific gas constant, again T is the absolute temperature, V is the specific volume and P is the pressure. So, let us see what we can do. So, then W dot rev is equal to minus m dot integral inlet to outlet VdP. Now, if the turbine is working in a reversible way, we know that for turbines heat interaction with the surroundings is 0. On top of that, if the turbine is working in a reversible way, then the turbine essentially acts as an isentropic device, means that the gas inside the turbine goes through an isentropic process. So, whatever thermodynamic change of state happens inside the turbine for the ideal gas, it happens in a reversible manner. Okay. Sorry, it happens in an isentropic manner. So, entropy remains constant, and we have seen in one of the previous videos what happens, how the pressure and volumes are related when an ideal gas goes through a reversible process, sorry, an isentropic process. So, we know that PV to the power gamma equal to constant. Okay. So, for an isentropic process of an ideal gas, again one of the important assumptions were that Cp and Cv has to remain constant. Okay. So, this, what is this constant equal to? Well, we know the inlet conditions. So, I know at the inlet the pressure is Pi and the volume is Vi. So, this PV to the power gamma throughout the turbine must be equal to Pi Vi to the power gamma. Okay. So, I can now say that V equal to Pi to the power 1 by gamma times Vi divided by P to the power 1 by gamma. Okay. So, let us substitute that here and let us see what we get. So, this is minus m dot integral I to E Pi Vi to the Pi to the power 1 by gamma Vi by P to the power 1 by gamma dP. So, these are constants, I can pull them out of the integral and I can write minus m dot Pi to the power 1 upon gamma times Vi, then the integral, I can carry out the integral, let us do the integral. So, it is P to the power minus 1 by gamma plus 1 by minus 1 by gamma plus 1, that is it, right. This is between E and I. Okay. This is just simple algebra and I am sure that you can do it better than me. So, this we can write as minus m dot Pi to the power 1 upon gamma Vi. So, this term I can bring out. So, this will just become, let me write that, gamma times gamma minus 1. If I just bring out this term out of this bracket, so I will get P E, there is a minus sign, gamma minus 1 by gamma minus P I gamma minus 1 by gamma. Okay. So, let us pull the P I out of the bracket. So, that will just be convenient. So, we can write as minus m dot gamma by gamma minus 1 P I to the power 1 upon gamma V I times. So, we are pulling this entire thing out. So, then we will have to multiply this with minus P I to the power minus 1 by gamma plus 1 times P E by P I to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So, I can do some further simplification. So, I think this and this I can cancel. So, what I get finally is, so let me write it down freshly. So, W rev turbine. So, let me write turbine here. Okay, W reversible turbine will be equal to, let us see. So, this gives me P I V I. So, minus gamma by gamma minus 1 times m dot P I V I times P E by P I divided by gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay, that is what I get. Now, I can replace this P I V I with R T I. So, this I can write as R T I using the ideal gas equation of state. So, finally, what I can write is, what I can simplify this to is as follows. So, I will just wait for a moment and then erase this, so that I can just use one board. Okay. So, I can erase this part. So, what I can write finally is, this is, so this is gamma, just after some algebraic manipulation I can write gamma times gamma minus 1 times R T I into 1 minus P E by P I to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. Again, remember that this is work output from a turbine which is working in a reversible way, and no heat interaction, which meaning that it is basically an isentropic device, isentropic steady state steady flow device with one inlet and one outlet. Working fluid is ideal gas with constant specific heats. Okay. With all of these assumptions, this is what we get as the work output from the turbine. So, you should realize that P E is less than P I actually for a turbine. In fact, it is far lower as compared to P I. So, this might be in megapascals and this might be a few tens of kilopascals. Okay. So, this ratio is very small, which means this ratio is actually less than 1. Okay. So, that means this term inside the bracket is positive. Okay. And you are multiplying that thing with a positive quantity. All of these are positive, gamma is always larger than 1, all of these are positive quantities. So, basically the work output that you get is positive. This shows that the work output from a turbine is positive. So, you can also very easily write the work input required in a compressor. What you just need to do is, you just need to reverse the So, you can also write, so this is, let me put that this is work output. Okay. So, similarly you can write for a compressor. So, W in reversible in a compressor, what you need to do is, you just need to flip the sign, just need to flip the sign of this, right, because we are talking about work input, the value of work that you need to insert or input into the compressor. that just becomes gamma m dot by gamma minus 1 or T I times P e by P I to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. This is work input for a compressor, again working in an isentropic way. So, this is an isentropic compressor. Working fluid is an ideal gas which has constant specific heats, one inlet and one outlet. Okay. So, this is the expression for work that is required to be supplied to the compressor for raising the pressure from Pi to Pe. So, again here you see that for a compressor Pe is actually much larger than Pi, which means this quantity is positive, meaning that the entire term is also positive. Okay. So, that means for compressor you need to supply work into the compressor, whereas for a turbine you get work out of the turbine. So, that means what this relation tells us is that if a turbine is working in a reversible way, that means if a turbine is working as an isentropic device with only one inlet and one outlet, and the working fluid is ideal gas with constant specific heats, then if the inlet and outlet conditions are specified, then I can calculate directly the reversible work output from the turbine using this relation. The same analogous conclusion also applies to the compressor, where I have to use this relation. Okay. So, in the next class what we will see is, we will see first of all this, we have noted that this is the maximum work output from a turbine given the other conditions remain unchanged, and this is the minimum work required in a compressor given the other conditions remain unchanged. And based on that we will define something called an isentropic efficiency in the next class, and we will also see how we can use this relation to justify use of multi-stage compressor systems. Okay. So, let us end here today. Thank you very much.